Operations on functions. Let f and g be two functions, then the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient are the function defined by the following. 1. F plus g of x is equal to f of x plus the g of x. F minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. F times g of x is equal to f of x times the g of x. F divided by g of x is equal to f of x divided by g of x. So let's have this example number 1. Suppose f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 7 and g of x is equal to 3x plus 10 and find the following. So let's start with number 1. So number 1 is f plus g of x. So this is equal to f of x plus the g of x. So we're going to add this f and g. So the f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 7 and the g of x is 3x plus 10. Now combine like terms. So 2x squared, just copy. Then we have plus 3x. Now we have two constants, negative 7 and positive 10. So negative 7 plus 10 is positive 3. So the sum of f plus g of x, or the f plus g of x, is equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 3. Now let's have number 2. Number 2 is f minus g of x is equal now to f of x minus g of x. So f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 7 minus we have 3x plus 10. Now for subtraction, what we're going to do is we're going to change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to addition. So this becomes 2x squared, just copy, minus 7. Again, from minus becomes addition, then change the sign of the subtrahend. This becomes 3x minus 10. So you're going to do this for subtraction. So combine like terms. So we have now, so just copy again 2x squared. Same with the negative 3x. Then combine negative 7 and negative 10. So we have negative 17. So the f minus g of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x minus 17. Now, number 3. So number 3 is f times g of x. So we're going to multiply. So f of x times the g of x. So f of x again, we're going to make use of the same given. This is 2x squared minus 7 times 3x plus 10. Now recall the FOIL method. So we're going to do the FOIL method here. So 2x squared times 3x, this is 6x cubed. So remember that when we multiply variables, we're going to add their exponents. So the exponent here is 2, the exponent of 3x here is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Then multiply the numerical coefficient, we have 2 times 3 is 6. Next, so this is our first, in the FOIL method, the f. Next, we have the outer. So 2x squared times 10 is equal to positive 20x squared. So the inner, this is now the I. So negative 7 times 3x is negative 21x. And the last, the L, this is negative 7 times 10 is negative 70. So the f times g of x is equal to 6x cubed plus 20x squared minus 21x minus 70. So number 4, we have f divided by g of x is equal to f of x divided by the g of x. So the f of x is 2x squared minus 7 and the g of x is 3x plus 10. The numerator and the denominator are not factorable. So if that is not anymore factorable, so meaning this is now our answer. So the f over g of x is equal to 2x squared minus 7 over 3x plus 10. So let's have this example number 2. Let f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1 and the g of x is x squared minus 1. So let's start with number 1. So this is addition again. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the f of x and the g of x. So what is f of x? We have x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now plus the g of x, which is x squared minus 1. Now, combine like terms. So we have here like terms, x squared and positive 1 and negative 1. So let's start first with the x squared. So x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Now, just copy negative 2x. And positive 1 plus negative 1 is 0. If that is 0, no need to write. So the f plus g of x is equal to 2x squared minus 2x. Now, next is number 2. We have f minus g of x. So this is again f of x minus the g of x. So the f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now this is minus, so we have the g of x squared minus 1. So again, for subtraction, we're going to change the operation to addition. If that is positive, make it negative. And if that is negative, make it positive. Then just copy this. We have x squared minus 2x plus 1. So always do this for subtraction. Now combine like terms. So we have like terms here again, x squared and the x squared. Same with 1 and 1, the constant. So x squared plus negative x squared, that is 0. So no need to write if that is 0. So just copy negative 2x. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Now, so the f minus g of x is equal to negative 2x plus 2. So number 3, this is f times the g of x. So we're going to multiply the f of x and the g of x. So the f of x is equal to x squared. Okay, this is x squared minus 2x plus 1 times the g of x, which is x squared minus 1. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to distribute this trinomial to the binomial. So x squared times x squared is x raised to 4. Remember that when we multiply variables, we're going to add their exponent. So x squared times x squared, that is 2 plus 2 is 4. Next, we have x squared times negative 1. So this is now negative. Positive times negative is negative. Now any number multiplied to 1 is itself. So that is x squared. Next, this negative 2x. So multiply this to x squared. So negative times positive is negative. Then 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. So again, add the exponent. So the exponent of x here is 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Then multiply their numerical coefficient. The numerical coefficient of x here is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. X times x squared is x cubed. Next, we have negative 2x times negative 1. So negative times negative is positive. Then any number multiplied to 1 is itself. So we have 2x. And the last one, we have this 1 times x squared. So this is x squared. And 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Now combine like terms. So simplify. Combine like terms. So when you say like terms, these are terms with the same variables and exponents. So like terms here are negative x squared and positive x squared. They have the same variable, which is x, and the same exponent, which is 2. The rest are unlike terms. If that is unlike terms, what we're going to do, if we're just going to copy them. So copy x raised to 4, negative 2x cubed. So this is 0. Negative x squared plus positive x squared is 0. Then copy positive 2x and negative 1. So this is now the f times g of x. So number 4 is f divided by g of x. So this is f of x over the g of x. So the f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. And the g of x is x squared minus 1. The numerator and the denominator are still factorable. This is actually a perfect square trinomial. So how will you know if the given is a perfect square trinomial? I'll get the square root of the first term. So the square root of x squared is x. get the square root of the last term. The square root of the last term is 1. Now, multiply this x and 1. So this is, when we multiply this is equal to x. Then multiply it by 2. This is equal to 2x, which is the middle term. So meaning that is a perfect square trinomial. And if that is perfect square trinomial, we can factor out this. So how are we going to get the factors of that perfect square trinomial? So to get the factor of the perfect square trinomial, get the square root of the first term. The square root of the first term is x. And the square root of the last term, which is 1. Now, copy the sign of the middle term. The sign of the middle term is negative. So right there, negative. So we have now the factor of the perfect square trinomial. Now the denominator is difference of two squares. If that is difference of two squares, so how will you know if that is difference of two squares? When you say difference, that is minus, then 2, so there are two terms, difference of two terms that are perfect square. So x squared is a perfect square, 1 is a perfect square. So how are we going to factor out the difference of two squares? So just get the square root of the first term, which is x, get the square root of the last term, which is 1, then the first sign is positive, then the second is negative. So positive, negative, then cancel out this. So what's left is x minus 1 over x plus 1. So this is now the answer.